Hi everyone, my name is Miss Hannah, and as always, I'm from the Ballykinwood Library, and today I thought that since Thanksgiving is coming up, we could do a craft for this week. So today I wanted to make a gratitude turkey, or maybe a thankful turkey, but I'm going to call it a gratitude turkey for today. So for our gratitude turkey, the first thing you're going to need, and you might have lots of these around, is an empty toilet paper tube. You'll also need a paper plate, a small cup. I have a condiment kind of cup here. A Dixie cup also works as well, or you can just use construction paper, and I'll show you what that is for later. You'll also need some paint. I'm just going to use orange, and of course a paintbrush. Make sure it's washable paint, of course, because you might get some paint everywhere. You also need some glue. I have both a glue stick and a bottle of glue. So need some scissors, some googly eyes, or if you don't have googly eyes, you can just use a marker or a crayon or a colored pencil or just a regular pen or pencil. And you'll also need some construction paper of assorted colors. The color doesn't matter. We're going to use it for the turkey's feathers, so if you like one color more than another, you can choose whatever color you want to use for your turkey's feathers. And you'll also need a black marker, pencil, crayon. I don't know where mine is, but I will find it before we start. But you'll need some sort of writing utensil so that we can write what we're thankful for. So let's get started with making our gratitude turkey. So to get started with our gratitude turkey, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your paper plate, flip it over, and then take the orange paint and paintbrush and paint the back side of your paper plate orange. And that's going to be like the body of our turkey. Now, I painted my plate earlier today. I did this morning so that I could make sure that it was nice and dry for when we wanted to build the turkey. But go ahead and take some time, pause the video, paint your paper plate orange, leave it dry. Mine needed about 30 minutes to an hour to dry, and now it is ready to go. So step one, take a pause and paint your paper plate orange. You can also paint it brown. You can have a brown turkey, a black turkey, a purple turkey, red turkey. You can paint it any color, but I am going to have mine as an orange turkey. So once your plate is painted and dried, we can do the feathers. So to make the feathers, I'm going to take construction paper, and I'm going to use the colors of the rainbow. So I have some red, I have some orange, I don't know where the orange is, I have some yellow here, some green, blue, and some purple. And you're going to cut out feathers for the turkey. So for mine, you can cut them however you want, but for mine, I'm going to use a little template. I have a cutout of a feather here that I just printed it off the computer so we can have a nice big feather, but you want it to be about this big. And you can either take a pencil and trace the feather and cut it out, or you can just hold it onto the paper and cut along the edge, or if you're confident in your feather skills, which I am not, you can just freehand cut out your feather. So I am going to cut my feather like this. Just going to cut along the template. Cut off that extra. Line it back up. And then we have one nice big turkey feather. So you're going to want to do this about 8 to 10 times in any color that you like so that you have lots of feathers for our gratitude turkey. Now I have a nice assortment of colorful feathers, and I did 12. I did red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and I did 2 of each. So we might not need this many, but I made some extras just in case. So I have 12 nice feathers. So next we're going to work on building the rest of our turkey's body. So that's where we're going to take our toilet paper tube, And we're going to first, I think, make him a beak. So to make the beak, I'm going to use just this scrap from when I cut out some yellow leaves. And I'm going to cut out just a triangle for his beak. So I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to cut this out. So a nice triangle, and this is probably a little bit too big. And I'm so sorry, my cats are galloping around in the background. It is their afternoon crazy hour. So there we have a little beak, and then we're gonna make a little turkey waddle. So I'm gonna use some of the red scrap and just cut out kind of a long oval piece for the turkey's waddle. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a piece about like that. So now we have a beak and we have a waddle. So let's start building our turkey. Here's part of his body, the toilet paper roll. So take our googly eyes. And actually, first I'm going to do his hat. So I'm going to try to use this condiment cup here. I think it's going to be a little bit too big, but let's see. So I'm going to take some of the brown paper. Actually, I think I have a smaller one. Let's see, where did my smaller brown paper go? There it is. Take some brown paper, and I'm going to cut it. Strip out like this. Let's see if we can wrap it around the hat. And I think I'm just going to use a piece of tape, so just some Scotch tape for the hat. See if I can fold it over. This hat might end up being kind of big, but that's okay. So I have my brown paper wrapped around his hat like that, and then I'm going to put it down on the other piece of brown paper. I'm going to trace around the edge like this, trace in a circle. That, and then I'm going to cut out the circle for the bottom of his hat so it doesn't fall down over his face. Quickly cut out my circle, just like that. Oh no, his hat's coming undone. Put it on like this, and then I'm going to tape it in the back. Sorry, I did not say at the beginning that you needed tape, but I am quickly seeing that some of this is easier to do with tape. So I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to tape his hat on to the back. Just one piece of tape, like that. So now we have his hat, so we can get his body back, and we'll start attaching some of his facial features, so his eyes, his beak, and his waddle. So first, I'm gonna see where we need the hat to be. So the hat is gonna sit on top of his head, like that. So I'm gonna put the eyes a little bit further down. So we're going to take our googly eyes, we're going to flip them over, and then put a drop of glue on the back. I got way too much on the first one. Put a drop of glue, And then pick up our googly eyes and place them on our turkey. Stick them down. Got too much glue. Try not to use as much as I just did, or you might have some crazy eyes. And again, if you don't have googly eyes, you can just draw on eyes. So now he has 2 eyes, just like that. Then we're going to do the same thing with his beak. So you can do the beak any way you want. So you can have his beak go out to the side. You can have his beak go down the other side, however you want to do it. I think I'm going to have his beak point off to my left. Put some glue. Put on his beak. Just like that. And finally, and I'm just going to glue it at the bottom so it kind of sticks off of his face a little bit like a real beak would. And then I'm going to glue his wattle the same way, but actually it's going to go downward. Just a little bit of glue. And put it right underneath his beak. So now he looks something like that. Okay, so now we have the body of our turkey finished, so we will let him dry. And then I think I'm going to put the hat on at the end to make sure it fits. So we'll let our turkey dry. Off to the side. He can dry over there. Then we're going to put on the feathers. So we take our paper plate, and you can line up the feathers before you put them on if you want. So I'm going to have mine, oops, kind of like this. And you don't want to go the whole way around the bottom. So I'm going to start mine about there. And it's going to look something like that when we're finished. So we're actually going to flip over our plate and glue our feathers on from the back. So I'm going to start on this side so I can start with my red. So when we flip it over, then it'll be on the left side. So I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to use the glue stick, and I'm going to glue on each of the feathers. So you don't want to put glue on the whole feather. So that's why I said if you want to look at it first, flip it over, see where you want it to go, where you want it to start. I think I'm going to have mine start about there, and then see how much is underneath, and that's where you want to glue. So I'm just going to glue mine kind of from here down. So glue it like this. Look at it again. Start it here, and then stick it down. So it'll look like that. And you're going to glue on the rest of your feathers. Once you have all of your feathers glued onto your turkey, he'll start to look something like this. And if you want, you can also put tape over the feathers on the back just to reinforce them, make sure that they stay attached to the body of the turkey, but you don't have to if they're sticking pretty well. So once you have them on, we are going to finish and put our turkey's body onto the rest of the plate. So first I'm going to get his hat on. So the hat has been giving me all kinds of problems today. So let's take his hat, and he's gonna look something like that when he's finished with his hat. So I am going to, I think, tape his hat on. I think that should keep it on the best. So I'm gonna take some tape. I'm gonna tape his hat far forward like this, not in the center, so that he'll lay flat against the paper plate. So I'm gonna tape his hat on. just onto the back. Just like that. So now he's got his funky little hat, and it might fall off a little bit before we get him glued down, but there he is in his little crooked hat. So then you're going to lay the turkey down in the center of the plate, and I might put one more piece of tape just to make sure on the inside, just to make sure the hat stays on. I'm gonna put it like this, fold it backwards, and then put the bottom of the hat down on like that. So there, he has his hat. You're going to line up the turkey in the center of the paper and put him down at the very bottom of the plate like that. So then you take your glue and glue the body of the turkey. Take some glue on the back of him. There we go. Glue is not coming out very well today. There we go. So glue the back of the turkey. Line them up. And then just press down and hold. And you can put your fingers inside the toilet paper tube and press down on the bottom of the tube so that he'll stick. Press down like that. And then we want to give him some time to dry, but it should look something like that. So while you're waiting for the turkey to dry, you can start to think of all the things that you're thankful for. So you're going to take your marker or your pencil or your pen, crayon, whatever you have. You're going to take it and you're going to write something you're thankful for on each of the turkey's feathers. So you can do one feather, every other feather, a couple of feathers. You can also have your family write something that they're thankful for. You could do a family turkey. Another great idea that Miss Suzanne had was to make the feathers of the turkey and give them out to family or to friends and have them write something they're thankful for on it and then put it on your turkey. So you have one big family or friend turkey of everything that everyone's thankful for, since we're having a little bit of a rougher time with getting together with everyone for Thanksgiving this year. So that'd be a nice way to bring everyone together and talk about what you're thankful for. So you can do it however you'd like. So I'm going to write a few things on mine, and then I'm going to talk to some family, some friends, and see what they're thankful for. So I'll put on mine my family and write it right on the feathers. My family, like that. And over here, I'm gonna write my cats. Always thankful for them, even though they cause lots of noise and distractions during the videos. Thankful for my family, my cats. We're thankful for the library. I think that's something we can all be thankful for. We love the library. Put the library. We can put thankful for our health and being healthy and safe, especially this year. So put health. And we could put our friends. I'll put my friends up here. And what else can we put? We got family, the cats, the library, our health, our friends. We can be thankful for our house. We could be thankful for having a place to live. So we'll put my home. And then I'm gonna leave my other feathers open for some of my family members to put on things that they're thankful for. So we can all have one big gratitude turkey of everything that my family and I are thankful for this year. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. Here is the finished product. I'll hold it up close. Sorry, he's not quite dry, so I don't want to move him too much, but here is my gratitude turkey, and I'll wait and, like I said, get some family members to tell me things that we can add to these other leaves so that I can have one big family turkey. So I'm going to put him back down so that he can dry, and once he's dry he should be able to sit up on the table. Since we put the toilet paper tube at the bottom of the plate, should be able to sit up, and we'll display him for Thanksgiving this year with everything that everyone is thankful for. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. I would love to see pictures of your gratitude turkeys or your thankful turkeys. So please share them in the comments, or send them to us, or just show them to us when you stop by the library. I would love to see and hear what you're thankful for this year. If you have any pets, your family members, maybe your brother and sister. I have both of those. I'm very thankful for the both of them. But yeah, we'd love to see what you come up with, so share them with us. And until then, I will see you next Friday for another video.